Greetings, YouTubers. It is Wednesday, April 11th, 2018. At least I got the year. I got the year down. April 11th, 2018. Almost tax time. Just got kind of a medium-length video for you today. Some still photographs, picture-in-picture stuff, showing some things that I did with cables, a little verbal explanation at the end here, and kind of a quick walk around of what I've done and what I got going. I'm excited about the results today. A little bit of progress, not a lot, but I say that every day. It's enough. I got enough done, and eventually I'll get there if I keep pressing on, which is what I'm doing. So, all right, stay tuned. Greetings, YouTubers. This is my battery bank, 2 AGM 100 amp hour each, so 50% use gives me 100 amp hours. Deep cycle batteries, cheap ones, because everything that I've read says most people murder their batteries the first time out. So you know, these will last however long they'll last, and then you know, I'll look at getting some better ones. Maybe I'll learn some things on the way, and get a little better longevity out of my batteries. Cabling going up to a fuse. This is a panel. Put a handle on it so that this is not glued and screwed, so I can get in here and access the batteries if I need to. And then this is the way I've got everything wired currently. I don't have the 24 volt circuits on here yet. I just have the solar panels to the charge controller to the batteries, and the batteries to the pure sine inverter. And I have a switch on each, 30 amp fuse. I have a 20 amp fuse on the roof. It was one of these guys. Actually has the MC4 connectors on it. Goes in between the extension cable that I bought and the MC4 3-to-1 connector. And I have a switch. This will cut off power from the panels. This will cut off power from the charge controller to the batteries. This will cut off power from the batteries to the pure sine inverter, so I can cut power on the entire system if I need to. So that's the plan. And then I've got to hook up my 24 volt stuff. I've got a oh, here it is. Sorry about that, probably bounced you all over the place. So I've got a blade fuse bank that's going to go somewhere, and I'll connect my 24 volt stuff to that. So that's what I've been doing today. I got my lugs just before it got dark last night, and we're up and running. Oh man, I don't know why that was so fun. Oh, but it was. Oh, this jigsaw is probably older than most of you watching this show. I think I got that back in mid-70s, maybe. I think I got it at Montgomery Ward's. How long has it been since they've been out of business? But anyway. So that's what I got done here inside. Let's go outside. Hey, it's a little windy out here. I apologize. These are the walls. They were up on the pod yesterday. I've taken them down and drilled and put inserts in them. They're currently drying, curing. And then I've also got the front wall partially done. That's this one back here. So I've got 3 sides. I just got to make the roof, and I want to get these up and have everything in place before I build the roof. So making progress. And just for grins, I wanted to see if I could stand the beds up inside, because what I'm planning, one of the options that I'm hoping to be able to do is to transport some of that stuff in here. And those walls are going to be as long as these beds and about as wide as these beds. So, and as I've already discussed, the beds are going to go in between the aisle here, so that we can just pull over to this side of the road and sleep if we need to, or if we get to a campsite, then of course we can deploy the pods and have our own space and spend our 2 weeks at whatever campsite we want to be at. So, so this is one option, this space here to store the walls. I'm thinking about using roof racks on the outside and putting them on top. Thinking about putting some stuff on the back of this door. It's a pretty strong door, so I could probably hang a little bit of weight off of that. The pod walls probably weigh less than 100 pounds for all 3 sides in the roof. I'm going to guess about 20 pounds per panel, 24, so about 80 pounds total for those pod walls. So I think putting them on the roof or on the back of that door would be fine. So anyway, I'm really excited about my solar. I don't know why, but I am. I'm just tickled to death that I can park this thing in the back of my dad's house and turn it all on and generate electricity for free. I mean, I can't tell you what my electric bills were in Colorado. I mean, this is, well, I guess it's not free. I spent $1,000 on 300 watts of panels, these electronics, and those batteries, give or take $100. But you know, my electric bills in Colorado were easily $100 every month, and I lived there for 20 years. What's that add up to? So I don't know. I'm just tickled to death that I can cue this puppy up and run my little jigsaw, and I think I might even use my solar panels to cut the hole in this wall here. I'm still working up my courage to do that. It's kind of behind the beds here. I don't know if you can see the little horizontal birch pieces there. This is where the opening's going to go. So I'll use my jigsaw and my free electricity to cut the hole in my wall. I'm tickled to death about that. Alright, that's all the video I got in me today. I'm going to put some pictures in here about what I did to these cables. Just some brief verbal description. I used crimp-on copper lugs, battery cable lugs, and wrapped them in, this is a high dielectric strength rubber tape. It stretches, it's not vulcanized rubber, it's still elastic. And then wrap them over that with your standard vinyl electric tape. This stuff has a little better adhesion in it, just helps hold the rubber in place and kind of squeezes it and forms it into the little nooks and crannies of the cable. So I do that. I'm not sure if it's something that's standard practice, but it's what I do, and that's what the black that you see, get that in focus, see the black on the cables, that's what that is. And I do it just to kind of, there's a lot of exposed copper. I mean, if you look at these two connections, they're very close together. And, you know, I thought having a little bit more insulation was a good idea. So that's why I wrap those. And it protects against You know, whiskers, I don't know if you know what those are, little wires that come out of the cables and that kind of thing. I don't know. I find an advantage to wrapping the ends of cables, so I do. I don't know if everybody does that, but I do it. Okay, so that's my video for today. Thanks for the comments, the subscriptions, the everything, the advice, all of the above, and we'll see you tomorrow. Later.